Okay, so thank you for joining in this meditation class. It's the 9th of January 2024, and the class is on loving ourselves, self-kindness. And why bother? Why bother with self-kindness? Life's hard without it. Life's hard enough as it is a lot of the time. There's obviously all the joys and slings of and arrows, and uh, it really helps. It really, really helps to keep us on an even keel, get us back on an even keel, calm us down, warm our heart, nurture us. And why shouldn't we? All that love that we give to other people, we're just as deserving of it, ourselves. And it's so, so strange that we don't do it because we have that inner critic voice that is a manifestation of self-loathing that comes from other people telling us we're rubbish, we should have done better, we're like this, we're like that, we shouldn't be like this, we should be like that. So all of those external criticisms from parents or siblings or friends or whoever it might be, and our sense of guilt, because we're imperfect human beings, all of us, it all mushes together and creates self-loathing, self-criticism. So meditating on love for ourselves starts to melt away that self-loathing, like global warming is melting away the poles, the ice at the poles. And we can, sounds cheesy, doesn't it? But we can melt away the ice around our heart because we can feel very cold towards ourselves. So this is turning the mind round 180 degrees. We can't expect to suddenly turn a car round if we're doing 70 miles an hour down the motorway. We have to slow down and come back the other way. Same with like an oil tanker, gradually slow down and turn around. And we've had the habit of self-criticism, beating ourselves up a lot. We'll do it. We'll do it. Human nature when we've got instilled that shame and guilt and self-loathing. So self-critical voice. So we have to be patient with meditation. We have to be patient with this meditation, and it will start to work. It does what it says on the tin. Meditations like this are reliable. People have done them for thousands of years, millions of people for thousands of years, and they work. They do work, but it takes a bit of time. So we have to be mindful of that critical voice and not believe it when it goes, "Oh, you could have done better in that meditation." Just a thought. It's like all the other gobbledygook thoughts, the mental diarrhea. I had it described the other day, mental diarrhea thoughts. And just have another go and another go and another go. Just like when a baby cries hot tears, the mother is imperfect, but most of the time, the mother understands that the baby's crying hot tears because it's got a problem and is patient. So we can bring that patience to ourselves. And there might be resistance, but that's wonderful because then we start to see reality. If there's resistance to loving ourselves, what is the resistance? It's not right, it's not wrong. It's the truth. There's something resisting. What is it? So when we meditate on loving kindness, we may instead discover the loathing, discover the guilt and the shame. And they can be sat with just as much as loving kindness. And I would say sitting with our shame, sitting with our guilt, sitting with our hurtful acts towards others, whatever it might be, and just letting them be and sitting with the experience. That's love. That's actually love towards parts of our mind. Like a mother still loves a child that hits her. They understand that the child's having a tantrum and maybe lashing out at her. The mother will just hold the child or let them blow off the steam the mum doesn't hit the kid back, they understand. So our mind has tantrums. So we can be the mother to, or the father to, um, the childish mind that's having a tantrum inside of ourselves. So this meditation goes two ways. It either goes warm heart, loving kindness, or it goes, can't do that. Wow, there's resistance. What is it? Where is it? Where do I feel it? You know, how does it feel? Is it tight in my chest? Does it feel stuck in my throat? And then sit with that. So I'm not asking you to always go to the light side and sit with the light side. There's an opposite of resistance that's the darker side, and we can sit with that. And they're both just as powerful. They're both just as meaningful, and they're both just as important. And to integrate our whole self, we have to be able to mentally go into the light and go into the dark, go into the joy, go into the pain. And gradually we practice being able to have both without panicking in our mind. Have them both here without panicking, either of them here without panicking, and we widen that out more and more and more. And that's becoming a spiritual adult. Like a physical adult doesn't cry if they bang their toe, or we might do, but generally don't, but a baby will. We expose ourselves to more and more range of our emotions and experiences within ourselves, gradually meditation. And that's moving towards contentment. And there's no greater kindness than to develop contentment. So whatever happens, we look at it. So we can't lose. There's no losing. So we'll go straight into it. I'd like you to use a different person or thing to warm us up so it's easy. Imagine somebody or something, your favorite pet or your friend from school or your uncle or your grandma, somebody who is very easy to develop affection towards because you've done that lots in the past. And picture them in front of you in a really lovely way. Picture them in front of you and just give yourself full permission for your heart to open and feel that affection towards them. If you need to, contemplate the way they've been with you, the way you've fussed them and they've played, or they've believed in you, or nurtured you, kept you safe, had fun with you. Allow that imagination to invoke the feeling of affection. And then once that contemplation, that imagination has done its job to create the feeling, just stay with the feeling on its own and imagine the person and really enjoy that love. If your mind wanders away, come back to the feeling. If the feeling of love, affection fades, try to recall it, bring it back. If it won't, use the imagination again to think about instances where the affection comes back up again. You don't have to go through loads. You may sift and find one or two that you can go to with this person each time, and it invokes that love. So we narrow down our imagination to specific points for this person that will invoke affection. Once that's arisen, I hope it's arisen. You can always come back to this meditation because it's being recorded. Then imagine you in front of you in your mind. Imagine a past you, maybe from earlier today or last week or 5 years ago or 20 years ago or 30 years ago, wherever it is. And don't force it. Allow a past you to come up because your mind naturally wants to heal when it quietens down. And that love in your heart, now extend it out to that past you that's in front of you. Love them, love him, love her. Allow that warmth to come from your heart to your past self's heart. If your mind wanders away, come back. Just practice resting your mind with this feeling of love towards your past self. No need to analyze it. Nice and simple. Open heart. And if your heart doesn't open, this is a practice. Just be gentle. If you want to, imagine this past self coming to you. You can invite them over. Maybe they'll sit on your lap, give you a cuddle, you cuddle them. Hold their hand. Just maybe sit next to them. Let them sit cross-legged in front of you, whatever it might be. And just be with them, with this love. Fully accepting them for who they are, who they were. And rest in peace with them. We don't have to be dead to be doing this. We're rest in peace now. Mind's wandered away, come back. If the feeling of love is there, reimagine your past self, engage with them, sit on your lap, give them a cuddle, let them be in the distance if they want to be. Just allow them to be with whatever they want to be, and accept them and love them, and let your heart thaw a little bit. If you're really struggling with this meditation, do it again. Any meditation you struggle with, there's a big benefit to be got from them. There's something not quite right, something to be healed. If you are doing a meditation and it's like falling off a log, do more of that. Enjoy the easiness of it. If it's difficult, look inwards and feel within your body, somewhere between your neck and probably your bum, down the middle. There'll be some holding on to tension to do with shame, self-loathing, guilt. And just get to know that and bring the same level of tenderness and openness to it. It can't hurt you if you watch it. If you watch it, it cannot hurt you. And if you haven't already, just say goodbye in whatever way feels most natural for you both. Handshake, a wave, a cuddle, a ruffle of the hair, a kiss on the cheek, a smile, a knowing nod. Just say goodbye for now. Let them know that you'll be back. I want you to commit to coming back to them at some point. Just let them know that you promise that you'll be back at some point. Not to be a burden on a to-do list, but to naturally come back to this past you for more of the good stuff. And then when it feels comfortable, just relax, allow your eyes to open and be with whatever you're feeling, love, or maybe you're feeling that self-loathing or indignation or whatever it might be. There's plenty of mind for it to sit in. It won't ruffle all the feathers. Just let it be and allow your eyes to open. Thank you. So if you've enjoyed that meditation and you'd like to do it again, you'll find it on my channel on YouTube, Paul Follows Meditations. If you want to sign up for classes live and get an email for reminders for live classes and Zoom classes, you'll find that at my website, paulfollows.com. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you either felt some love or some self-loathing to see things as they are, light side or dark side. Doesn't matter which. They all end up in the same place, which is truth and acceptance for ourselves. Okay, thank you.